everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates and I am back. I have a haul video. If you saw my last video I put up, I took you with me to a place called the Antique Trove, and there they had individual people with booths selling antique things. And so the first item I have here was just so I could try to get my camera focused. But what I did was, well, maybe you can watch the video if you haven't already seen it. But these are the items I got from the Antique Trove. And then I have a few more items from another thrift store. And what else? Oh, I found this really special book I'll share with you towards the end. So if you want to see what I got at the Antique Trove, then I hope you'll keep on watching. The first item were these really pretty vintage looking earrings, and as you know, I love fairy stuff, and these just sort of reminded me of something I've seen in some of the flower fairy pictures. And this particular booth was 90% off. You know, my TV's on and it's making the lighting change, so I'm gonna turn it off. Anyway, so these were in the booth for 90% off. I think this lady was definitely about to close her shop or something. So I guess 90% off of $12. But I think they're really pretty, and so I wanted these. They were really cute. So I'm going to start with the doilies, since that's what I was on the mission for. My last challenge back in April, I asked for 2 doilies, and so many of you participated, and I got amazing doilies. Believe it or not, I have been using them fast because I really love making doily books. So I'm still on the hunt, if for no other reason than I just love hunting for the most delicate, beautiful doilies. This particular piece, though, I got it so that I could cut out the individual small doilies. I look for these table mat ones just for that reason. And the reason I like this one is because the doilies have rounded edges, if you can see. They have tons of this kind. I'm sure you've seen these. I can find these pretty easy. And these are nice, but when you cut them out, they all have the little pointy edges on them. And I still use them, I like them, but I prefer the ones that have the rounded kind of flower petal shape. So I picked this one up just so I could cut out all the little individual doilies. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, so there's 12 on this one. And I can cut those out, but I can also use the trim on there. So I thought I'd show you the not so exciting one first, but this one I think is really pretty, even though it's similar, and I got it for the same reason, is so that I can cut out the individual flowers. But you know what, you could also cut these out in squares and use them as like pages of, oh sorry, I just bumped my little stand here, pages of a doily book. But these also are interesting because they have like a little ring in the center that they crocheted around first, so the center is kind of hard, but I can see putting bling in the middle of that as like a flower applique. So I bought this one so that I could cut all the individual doilies out. Those were the main doilies that I was looking for, but then of course I found baskets filled with special looking doilies. And I was very discriminative with choosing. I made sure I chose only the ones that I thought I could use. I'm trying really hard not to buy more than I need for storage reasons and just because I don't want to turn into a hoarder. So I found this one. I think is gorgeous. I've seen other people haul this same shape. I don't know what it's called. If you do, you can tell me. But it also has like, is that tatting? I've never seen a geometric tatting like that in like square diamond shape, but I've never seen a crisscross looking doily like this either. But isn't that pretty? Can you see the details? I just loved this one, and I think this was only $1, or maybe, yeah, that one was $1. The fun thing about this antique shop was so many of the booths had 20 to 40% off. So even if it was $1, I got it for under $1, and if it was $2, the same. So there's that one. And then this one was in a bundle of 3 for $1. But I'm just trying to show you these so that you can see the detail. I love anything that's got these natural green colors in it. And I don't know if this one is just kind of considered tattered, but to me it's pretty. I don't think it's tattered. I just like the kind of irregular edges. I'm trying not to say ratty, but it's just kind of torn looking, but I think it's pretty. Anyway, there's that one. That was in the same bundle with this one, and this one's about the same color as my thing. Oh yeah, you can still see it though. Isn't that awesome? It looks so antique and vintage. And then around the edges here, it's got this really loose weave. I thought that was so unique. I love this one. And that was also with this one, which is an oval shape. And all 3 of those were just $1. And I think plus maybe 50% off. So I like the small to medium sized doilies. I feel like I'm missing some. Let's see. Well, here's another oval one that I really loved. It's really delicate. And the reason I like the oval ones is because they make a really pretty like pocket. You can fold it up this way and then fold it down that way, and you have the nice little rounded lid. It almost looks like a purse. So I love that shape. Or you could cut this in half and have 2 pockets in a lace book. Like so. So that one I love, and I love that it's already a really pretty ecru color. And then more of this size, because these are the sizes I really like to make doily books with. And there were 3 of this one. So there's one. See if I can get it apart. And there's another one. See how delicate they are? If you're not fascinated, I understand if you're bored, but doilies, especially these really thin, delicate ones, are just so fascinating to me. I mean, because they have these little continued decoration even on each scallop. If you can see, I'll bring it a little closer. I don't know if you can see that. See, there's a little flower on each little scallop. And look at how intricate it is in the middle. And another one of these has, let's see, yeah, it has little raised flowers. Oh, is that a stain? I'll spare you the stain. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there it is. So I love those. And then this one, which was in the same bundle. The gentleman that checked me out didn't take the strings off. He took the tags off though. Anyway, there's another vintage one with some linen in the middle. And again, it's just got really pretty detail. I love that. And then I have another oval-ish shape, kind of oval round. Actually, I think that's the back. Yeah. See how pretty? Gee, these are awesome. I just admire whoever took the time to just knit that or crochet it. I mean, super pretty. And then my next pile, wait a minute, I think I'm missing one of my favorite ones. Where did it go? Here it is. This is a doily that has beautiful flowers on it. I love when they do the little crocheted daisies or pansies. I'll bring it a little closer for you to see. Can you see that? So pretty. And it's a really nice linen with a crocheted edge all the way around. And this one I'm definitely making a little purse out of, because I thought it would be fun to take a printed floral fabric and line this part and then make this the flap and then embellish it maybe with some pearls or something. But it's just such a sweet size for a pouch. So this was one of my favorite ones. And I don't even really think, I didn't think I liked purple, but I've been doing a lot more with lavenders and purples. Now I have a pile of handkerchiefs that I picked up, and some of them are just so intricate and gorgeous. This one is not as special in that you see these a lot, but I still think it's special. I love that it's vintage, and I know my grandmother used to carry handkerchiefs. I think my mom did too, actually. But they have these really pretty chiffon. It's chiffon with the pretty rose colored roses, pinky roses. They're not showing up as vibrant on my camera, but it's got the pretty scalloped edges. And yeah, so that's something I can incorporate into a project. And then look at how delicate this one is. I did wash these though. I just washed them by hand. I probably should have ironed it. But can you see the center of that? I think it's silk in the middle. It's so soft. It's not really translating silk on the camera, but if you were to feel it, it has this really pretty lace all the way around the edges. And it's got really pretty daisies embroidered into the lace. I think that's the right side. So I love this one. And then there's this one. It says it was $7, no, $2, but I think I got this one on sale too. But look at how intricate this is. Isn't that gorgeous? Am I the only one fascinated with this? I don't know. I'm so excited I'm doing a video to show you. Look at how pretty the scallops are on the edge. And it's like paper thin. So I just think they're lovely, lovely, lovely. So there's that one. I'm gathering things for a fall lace book. And so I found this one. I've not seen many in brown colors, earthy colors like this, but I had to get this one because I think I can see working that into my lace book, because it's just a really pretty crocheted edge there. And it does, oh, there's a hole. That's okay, we can work around that. I didn't notice that before. But see? So I love that it's also got the pretty linen in the middle. So I'm going to incorporate that into my lace book for fall. And then I have a square doily here that I love, because I really love square doilies. I think it goes on that side. This one's got a little tear too, but that's okay. So that's got really pretty edges, and it's already a really pretty color too. And then of all the handkerchiefs, excuse me, this is my favorite, because I love pink and green, and it was just such a unique design. It's got a pink and green little, I don't know what that shape is called. I see that on a lot of doilies, but it's sort of a little triangle, teardrop. There's probably a crochet name for that. And then look at the beautiful flower right in the middle. And then it's got the same variegated trim all the way around in the pink and the cream and the green. And this one wasn't on sale, but I couldn't leave that one. I loved it. And I see this maybe in a fairy something or another. Well, I'll have to decide. I love this one. So those are my handkerchiefs and doilies from the doily, or the Antique Trove. Yeah, that's what it was called. The Antique Trove. So then I also have a few haul things. I went to Goodwill that same day, and that's when I passed the Antique Trove and stopped in. But on one of the bags they had these brand new wooden boxes, and there were 4 of them in a package, and I got all 4 of them for $2. So I was happy to get those because I'm really having fun altering boxes, and they're nice and lightweight, so if I want to send them for Happy Mail they won't be too heavy. So there are some wooden boxes that I got. And then I got this huge package of handkerchiefs, but like I said, I'm doing a fall lace book, and each handkerchief has this beautiful trim. So I'm planning on making, let's see if I can get them out of here. I'm planning on making each lace book page have this trim, because it looks so vintage to me. And there's tons of them. And let's see, how much did I pay? Okay, so it says it was $1.99, but that day green was half off. So I literally got all these napkins with this beautiful trim for $1. So those will go as the edging on my autumn lace book. And the middle is a really nice cotton too. So that was a nice find. What else do I have? I have some journals. These I got from Savers, and these I have been collecting just enough to do some junk journals, and I've been making tags. But so this is the outside, but I noticed it already had the holes for the signatures, and it already has the signatures inside. So I don't have to, I find when I watch the tutorials I still get kind of confused, but this is really going to be helpful because they're already made. And then there was another one in this package. It says $1.99, but I got it for $1, and it's brand new, still in the package. And this one zips, but it has the same, it's kind of made the same in that it has the signatures inside already. So you can see it's already got 2 signatures. So I could either use these signatures and make a different cover, or alter the cover of this one. But like I said, I could have grabbed a whole bunch of these, but I thought, no, I'm going to grab one for me to make and one for me to gift. And if I get those done, there will be other wonderful steals like this. The thing I've learned is that you always find something you can use. So I don't buy into thinking, I have to get that, it might not be there. I'm just going to slow down now. So then I found this one as well. And this one's already, it's like, I'm sure it was sold to be used immediately. And it has a really pretty crafting paper journal inside. So on this one I'll probably just alter the cover and get rid of that sort of sparkly notebook word. I think I could sand that off if I wanted to. But again, it was made with a signature and tied with a ribbon, and you could change the ribbon out if you want once I altered the cover and put whatever picture you want in the frame. So I grabbed that notebook. And then I think my last find was this bag, and it's a tote bag with a really pretty tapestry on it, and I haven't decided if I'm going to use it as a bag or cut it and use the fabric in some of my lace books. I don't know what I'm inspired to do with it yet. You can't see the whole thing in the frame, but I'm sure you get the hint. It sort of looks like a tote bag or maybe a yarn bag for knitting stuff. And it was $1, you guys. It's brand new. Got a nice lining and everything. And then the last thing I found, which was amazing to me because I've been looking for vintage ladies, and I find some pictures, but this one has African American ladies, which is very hard to find. And I thought if these were books of my family members, they would be African American, so I wanted images of African American women, and I found this book with this beautiful lady right here, and she did lace crafts, and I just want to read what she wrote. Let's see if I can find it, otherwise I won't read it unless I can find it quickly. She's giving honor to God. She says, "Thank you, Father God, for this gift of art." Let me put the book back up here. "I truly treasure and respect the gifts you have placed in my life. Let me be a vessel for your will, continuously to serve you and be pleasing in your sight." And I just really agree with what she said. I think that's what drives me to create, is I believe God put the creativity in me, and I really wanted him to get honor from what I create. And so finding this book to me was just such a blessing. Just to see these beautiful images that I didn't know were even out there. Oh, let me tell you her name. I gotta give her credit here. Her name is, what is her name? Lovey. What a pretty name. Lovey, what's your last name? Which is Fabric Photo Memories by Lovey. So I'm sure if we Googled that, we could find more out about her. But she does lace, vintage lace books. I think this was made in like 2011, so I'm going to check it out and see if she's still crafting or still online. But it's just an amazing find to me. I found this at a thrift store called Gracie's Thrift Shop. Look at these images. I'm just so happy to find these. So anyway, I won't go through the whole book, but maybe on some of my projects you might see some of these, because she put these as for public use, so I won't have to worry about copyright. So anyway, that's the collage book I found. And then maybe I'll just end with a little bit of a project share real quick, because it's nothing new, but I've been using smaller doilies to do wall hangings, and I made a gift one that I'm going to send to a friend. So I thought I would show you another flower fairy wall hanging that I just made. And I just have fun doing some of the things I did on the tassel I made for Doily. I put little bling and embellishments dangling on them. So those are the dangles. Some of this is showing up blue, but it's really all in purples. And there's the purple flower fairy. And it's kind of wackadoo in that I didn't really try. It's really kind of a snippet project, because I just used my leftover snippets. So there's not like a lot of duplicates of things, like there's only one of these. I literally found this in my pocket when I took the pants out of the dryer. So I'm like, oh, I can use that. You find snippets everywhere. And then just trimmed it out with some trim and lots of bling, because like I said, I think fairy things should sparkle. The little seam binding bow there, and then on the back just another full doily, and I, just to be whimsical, stuck a lavender and green doily flower on the back. So this is my haul from the Antique Trove, and my little doily, and all my wonderful doily finds that I had so much fun shopping for. And it doesn't hurt to dream, so maybe one day you guys will come and we can hit all the stores that I love to go to. See, I'm very new to this area, so I don't have girlfriends to load in the car and say come go with me, or my sister who's like my cut run buddy, but she's coming to see me soon, so it'll be fun. Anyway, that's all for my haul, y'all. That's what they would say in North Carolina. My haul, y'all. And it was a lot of fun, and thanks for watching it with me, and I'll take you along on another haul again soon. So y'all have a great day. Bye.